Good morning and welcome to my Wednesday. 7 a.m. on the dot, heading to Costco, doing the morning shop. Costco's very light. Depot's a little heavier today. And yeah, I got up 1 minute before my alarm. I woke up and it was one of those blink, 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 blink. Do I dare look at my watch, right? And I look at my watch and it's 3:29 a.m. I'm like, all right, time to get up. So I sit up, rub the crusties out of my eyes, do a quick stretch. Alarm goes off. Edited today's vlog, made the coffee, jumped into New World and just ran through the cursed mists of Cutlass Keys to grab my doubloons. That's something I try to do. That's the one thing I try to do every morning because I feel like it's the best time to run around the free PvP zone and not run into people. You know, I'm just trying to get my doubloons. I'm not looking at PvP or anything. And I got out of there about 300 doubloons and a couple of materials as well. So that was good. Good morning. But it was shorter. Again, try to be mindful of my time. If I stay too long in New World, I lose track of time. So definitely trying to be mindful and like just one little task every morning. It gives me that little dopamine hit and checking a box. But all right, cool. At least I got that done. So when I get home this afternoon, it's one less thing for me to do. You know, that kind of thing. So a couple things to address about yesterday's vlog. One, I didn't stream because I forgot that Bryce and I talked on Sunday that Tuesday, which was yesterday, I would help him with his scholarship stuff that he needs to do for HOSA. But realized that A, he didn't have everything he needed, and B, it wasn't what he thought. Like, he was doing it, but he wasn't like what he thought he was doing it for. I mean, obviously he is applying for a scholarship, but long story short, I was in and out of my room helping him throughout the process. And so I knew I wasn't going to be able to stream because at least I'm playing the game, but I can like walk away from most activities to help him with stuff or pause, take a break, you know, with helping with stuff. Whereas if I'm in a stream, obviously I can't just walk away for 20 minutes at a time. So no stream. So going back to the analytics of Sunday's video, 48 hours later, audience retention way lower than I was expecting. Way lower than I was hoping, I should say. Not expecting. Way lower than I was hoping. There's definitely a spike in viewership from the beginning of me cooking breakfast, and then a giant spike at the end of me cooking dinner, and the lull in the middle of me talking while I'm hiking. So, like I said yesterday or the day before, I try not to get in the weeds of the analytics because it'll cloud, you know, it clouds your judgment and everything. Use it as a tool. Use it to help you make decisions when you're not sure A or B. Look at the analytics to help you sway one way or the other. But yeah, a little disappointed, but not surprised. Honestly, it is what it is. I know it is what it is. So that's why I'm not surprised. Yeah, it's something that I'm just constantly thinking about, trying to be a little bit better each time. So anyway, I'm gonna go do my Costco shopping, and I will see you on the flip side. In and out of Costco pretty quick. Like I said, short shop. Listening to Your Mom's House podcast. They have Tom Green on as a guest, and I forgot. When I was younger, I didn't love Tom Green. I liked certain things that he did, but I was never a huge fan of the like go out of your way to bother people, go out of your way to like mess with people, right? Like I only like pranks to a certain degree. They push the limit too far, and then it's awkward. It's kind of like Impractical Jokers, right? Like those guys, for the most part, know where the line is, right? They don't really go too much further. They don't push the line too far because it's a competition, right? And there's 3 of them, so they can only go so far because then the next guy has to go. But like Tom Green, even Jackass sometimes would just go too far, and it would actually give me an anxiety. Like I'm just like, oh, like I don't want to So listening back to some stories that they're talking about from back in the day, and it's like, oh yeah, those were the good ones. Oh, that was a good one. And then there's some of the awkward ones. You're like, oh yeah, that was nah. Tom Green's definitely one of those ones where he would take it too long. But anyway, memories just started bringing back some memories of like watching that show. The early days of online video when you had to pay for each view. You had to pay for each view. You had to pay for the bandwidth. He said he had like a $70,000 bill when he first blew up on live. It was crazy. Got back to the warehouse, dropped off everything that the guys need to load the vans, and I'm heading right back out to go to Shamrock to pick up stuff for tomorrow, preemptively. But there's a lot more traffic this time of day. I tell you, man, this road is so busy in the morning. It's mind-boggling. It's an old part of town. I mean, we're in the ghetto. Just straight up, just gonna say it. We are in the ghetto. There are homeless people. There are drug addicts, all down the street for miles, living on the corner. There's someone's house right there. 2 shopping carts with a bunch of blankets. Oh look, there's 3 shopping carts over there. Like, it's bad. We are in a really, really bad area, and yet it's like so busy to drive on. I-17's right here. The I-10 is 3 miles south. But for whatever reason, this road is just super busy. I don't know if it's just, and it's not that wide. I mean, maybe that's the problem, is it needs to be wider, but it can't because it's so old. They can't widen the roads. Most places can't really widen the roads, I guess. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna go to Shamrock. We're gonna pick up some soft serve. We're gonna pick up some pizza boxes. Try to pick up anything that we might need tomorrow, and just try to make one less trip tomorrow, because tomorrow will be a huge, busy day. And then I feel sorry for these guys that have to clean up after people. So this overpass here, people live on the sidewalk between the fence that you can see there and the like concrete barrier. People live there. Like, it's just full of people. Like, good luck trying to walk through it. It's just bad. They'll actually start fires to keep warm, and so police show up because they have to put the fires out, and you know, there's been fights. I've driven by and just seen somebody just beating the crap out of somebody, or I should say try to beat the crap out of somebody, right? They're all frail and malnourished and stuff, so they're not really doing much. But yeah, then you got these guys here that their job is literally just to clean up the trash and the filth, the human feces. They're here, I'd say 2 or 3 times a month. This exact area, just cleaning it up. It's rough. And guys over here doing drugs, just like that. See? Homeless guy here doing drugs. Getting ready to shoot up. I don't understand it. I really don't. I mean, I know people fall on hard times. I know that drugs can be addictive. Things can be addictive, right? People have addictive personalities. People get addicted to silly things, not just drugs. But some drugs and some people, right? That's the only thing I can think of. Is it forces people to get stuck. They don't know how to not. They just don't know how not to. Got back to the warehouse, unloaded what I got from Shamrock, and my brother sent me on another errand. He's been working on one of the vans. He actually replaced the front bumper to one of our vans, and now we're going to replace one of the mirrors that's shattered. So I'm going to head and grab that. And as I was getting ready to leave, the mushroom company called me to say that our sliced mushrooms are ready for pickup. I was there this morning, but the truck that had the sliced mushrooms on it got delayed because I guess they closed the I-40 due to snow and bad weather. And which it happens from occasion. The mushrooms come from, I know the company's from Pennsylvania. The company's in Pennsylvania. I don't know if the mushrooms are all from Pennsylvania, but wherever they come from the East Coast or the Midwest and are trucked over here. So, yeah, they should have got in yesterday. They didn't. They got delayed. And so I just got a phone call here now at 9 a.m. that they're ready for pickup. So I'm going to go pick up my sliced mushrooms, pick up the mirror, and then head back to the warehouse. Also just finished a bowl of pasta that my dad made this morning with some chopped up bratwursts. Quick little meal. Cooking is my dad's love language. He cooks all the time for us and brings stuff in to the warehouse, just big pots of things, clearing out his fridge, that sort of thing, or get something on sale and buys in bulk. They make all kinds of stuff for vehicles. Certifit. Nice new bumper that my brother installed this morning by himself. He's a madman, I tell you. And there's the new mirror I just picked up. So we got that. Next we got to do the regulator on the window and the handle on the sliding door. And then this van will be back to tip-top shape. 2 p.m. on the dot. On my side of town, parked in front of a Starbucks. Gonna meet Tiffany here for a quick coffee date. Chat, catch up, figure out what the plans are for dinner tonight / tomorrow night. Because one of the nights is my night to cook. And honestly, I haven't even looked at the calendar yet. Yeah, easy day, thankfully. In and out, no problem. Got all my paperwork done. Driver got back right as I was leaving, so easy peasy. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab a coffee with Tiff and then home, gym, and we'll see where the night takes us. All right, after coffee with Tiffany, I went to Costco to figure out what I was gonna do for dinner. Grabbed one of their pre-made things. I didn't really feel like making something. So, based on what they had in the reach-in, I went with chicken Alfredo and a giant Caesar salad. So that is what we're having for dinner tonight. So I've got the oven preheating right now. I'm going to drop this in. It's going to take about an hour to cook. So I'll play some New World while that's happening. And the salad, you just have to put together a mix. Easy peasy. I love Costco has these, like if they would have had the Asian stir fry, I would have gotten that. If they had the chicken enchilada bake, would have done that. I mean, mac and cheese is kind of boring as a dish, as a main dish. Like I like mac and cheese as a side or as a snack. The shrimp tacos are really good, but Tiff's not a fan of that. Chicken tacos are good, but we just had Mexican yesterday, and honestly, wasn't feeling it. I was like, Italian. Not my first pick, but I like to change it up. You know, based on what Tiffany makes Mondays and Tuesdays, I get Wednesday and Thursday to kind of change it up. We've done Mediterranean twice. I did burgers one time. I did, what was the second week I did? I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, just change it a little bit. So we're going Italian.
Then just go back down. You can do continuous, but it's not good for circulation if you're not really good at taping the wrist. That's how you tape a wrist.
That was Bryce recording a video of taping a wrist for his HOSA project and using Sierra as a dummy, test dummy. So he just submitted that off along with his scholarship application and a few other things. And we are moving on to the next step with NAU. So lots of exciting things. Sierra's doing her thing with ASU. We're doing our thing with Bryce at NAU. Both kids are firing all cylinders, man, for university next year. It's crazy. Anyway, it's 8 o'clock. Tiff and I are going to go finish the last episode of that 3-part documentary about Gabby Petito and call it a night. Thanks for watching. I will see you tomorrow.